On today's episode of the DeRaud-Messinger Show, Amari Niblack commits to the Longhorns. Texas fans, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. It's greatly appreciated. And check us out at HornSports.com for all the latest in Texas news. It's greatly appreciated. Now, Dylan, Sark After Dark just continues to roll. Right when you think there's going to be no more commits left to add, he just adds another one. And Dylan, he might not be done either. Amari Niblack, the tight end out of Alabama. How do you feel about this tight end addition, especially after the loss of Jatavian Sanders?
I think it's huge, especially just replacing the receiving threat that Jatavian Sanders was. Now, there's still something to be said about the blocking aspect. Maybe more what's foreseen is either Gunnar Helm is taking on more of the blocking portion of plays and just the formations, but also with Niblack, you can use him more out of kind of the slot. You could use him on the outside, especially taking the deep shots or just medium range. Because I know when you look at his stats, there's something to be said there, but you have Jalen Milrow, who's not exactly the thrower that Quinn Ewers is. So I think Black in this case is going to be one of Ewers' best friends. It's just a safety blanket, also replacing kind of that possession style receiver that I would say you're losing in Whittington in a way.
Yeah, and he likes to be split out wide, Dylan. And Gunnar Helm, I know a lot of people love Gunnar Helm, us included. He, as you said, is more of an inline tight end, I should say. Excuse me. And he still gets his chances and his opportunities, Dylan. He had a couple big catches this past season. And I do think we'll be seeing more of Helm, but maybe it'll be a split tight end rotation versus last year. It was primarily just Jatavian, and then you had a couple instances where maybe you'd have two tight end sets or just Gunnar Helm out there. But it might be a little bit more 50-50, Dylan. But Sark, I mean, he's getting all of his, offensive toys here. It's kind of scary if you're an opponent. I mean, you have Silas Bolden, you have Matthew Golden, yet again, NIL opportunity. You guys can thank me later. And then, of course, Isaiah Bond, and, who else is going to be coming? But now, Dylan, you already have the talent that was returning, a lot of young talent, freshmen and sophomores throughout the, wide receiver and even tight end rooms. Now you add a little more experience. Niblack has 2 years under his belt. And he did burn Texas deep, Dylan. It must be noted. It was not the greatest moment for a Longhorn defense.
Ugh.
If you're wondering what I'm talking about, go look it up. But this past season for Bama, 20 catches, 327 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Of course, even with all the production that's going to be had for the receivers next season, Dylan, you expect Niblack to at least match those numbers, as you said, due to maybe some quarterback differences. Yet again, Milrow is a great player, but he also brings that dynamic running ability, so it's not all in the passing game. It's just exciting
And
to watch.
yeah, and especially when you talk about the speed that they have between the 20, right, with when it comes to Texas. Really look for that red zone, right? Because that's what they're desperately missing in a way when you were looking at just at face value. The size of the receivers, you're getting that with Niblack at 6'4", I think 233. So it's in a way, I'm not saying he's like this guy because of just where he was drafted, but Kyle Pitts, right, where you see him more as a receiver, but then listed as a tight end. So expect to see him used a lot in the red zone. I feel like that's where he's really gonna, make his money's worth.
Yeah, and he does look like a big wide receiver out there, Dylan. Not so much
Yeah.
a tight end per se, more of, as you said, a Kyle Pitts type. But, I mean, if there's any place that's going to get you drafted right now in terms of offensive skill positions,
Yeah.
it is Texas. So I'm sure Niblack knows what he's doing here. And who knows, Dylan? Jatavian Sanders, too soon to call NFL draft, but potential's second or third round pick. This is a good scenario for Niblack as he has a role to fill now with, yet again, Jatavian being gone. Definitely exciting to see. I don't think Texas is done yet, but maybe offensively done. We'll have to see.
Are they running out of money anytime soon? My God.
No, not in Austin apparently. What do you guys think about the addition of Niblack? Definitely an exciting ad, someone we're going to be seeing plenty of. Let us know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, have a great rest of your day.